Welcome back to CloudMind Academy, where we make Salesforce concepts clearer, more practical, and easier to retain. In this lesson, we're going to talk about data sharing in Data 360. And more specifically, we're going to look at why traditional data sharing methods often create problems and how newer approaches like zero-copy data sharing and bring your own lake, or BYOL, help solve them. Now, this is an important topic because modern organizations need data to move faster, stay accurate, and remain properly governed. But when data has to be copied over and over again across systems, all of that becomes much harder. So in this lesson, we'll break it all down in a simple conversational way. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to explain the challenges of traditional data sharing, describe what bring your own lake data sharing means in Data 360, understand what zero-copy data sharing is, identify what kinds of Data 360 objects can be shared, and recognize how third-party platforms like Snowflake, Google BigQuery, and Amazon Redshift fit into the process. Let's start with the problem. Traditionally, organizations have shared data using methods like FTP transfers, API calls, CSV file exchanges, and ETL tools. ETL stands for extract, transform, and load. Now, these methods do work. In fact, they've been around for a long time, and many companies still use them today. However, they often require complex infrastructure. They can also be expensive, error-prone, and difficult to maintain at scale. And one of the biggest issues is this. Traditional approaches usually involve copying data from one system into another. And once that happens, the same data may end up existing in multiple places. Then the questions start. Which copy is the most current? Which system should users trust? And what happens if one dataset updates, but another one does not? That is when redundant storage and data inconsistency become major concerns. So while traditional data sharing may seem straightforward at first, it often creates operational friction over time. Because of that, businesses need a better way to access information across platforms without constantly moving and duplicating it. And that is where Salesforce introduces a more modern approach through the Zero-Copy Partner Network. This is a network of technology partners that work with Salesforce to help shared customers access data across connected ecosystems more easily. In other words, instead of constantly exporting, transforming, loading, and copying data into separate environments, organizations can connect systems in a way that allows data to be used more directly. And that leads us to one of the most important ideas in this lesson: zero-copy access. Next, let's talk about bring your own lake data sharing. BYOL data sharing allows selected data objects in Data 360 to be shared with external data ecosystems. That includes environments like third-party data warehouses and third-party data lakes. Now, this matters because many organizations already have an enterprise data environment in place. They may already be using platforms outside Salesforce for analytics, storage, or advanced querying. So instead of forcing companies to abandon those environments, Data 360 allows them to connect to them more intelligently. With BYOL, users can assemble selected data objects into what Salesforce calls a data share. A data share is a collection of data objects that can be shared and queried. And here is the key point. This sharing can happen without moving the data. That is what makes this model so powerful. Rather than creating another copy dataset, Data 360 enables access through a zero-copy approach. So the goal is not just sharing data. The goal is sharing data in a way that is more efficient, more current, more scalable, and less likely to create inconsistencies. Now, let's simplify the core idea. Zero-copy data sharing means data can be shared and queried directly without loading it into a partner ecosystem as a duplicate copy. That is the big idea. Instead of copying the data somewhere else and then querying the copied version, the connected platform can access the shared data more directly. Because of that, organizations get near real-time access to current information. And that matters, because when data is copied in batches, there is often a delay. But with a zero-copy model, the data being accessed is much closer to the live state of the source. So the benefits include more current data, less duplication, reduced storage overhead, fewer synchronization problems, and stronger governance. Because the fewer unnecessary copies you create, the easier it becomes to control, secure, and trust the data. Now that we understand the concept, let's look at how the sharing process works. In Data 360, connectivity to a third-party partner is set up using something called a data share target. A data share target is the connection point to the external partner ecosystem. Then, the objects you want to share are grouped into a data share. And finally, that data share is linked to the data share target. Once that connection is established, the selected objects become accessible to the external partner. So the process is basically this: choose the objects, create the data share, connect it to a data share target, and then make that data available to the partner environment. That structure helps keep the process organized, scalable, and governed. From there, let's talk about what can actually be included in a data share. Some of the Data 360 object types that can be shared include data lake objects, also called DLOs, data model objects, also called DMOs, and calculated insight objects, also called CIOs. Now let's make that more practical. Data lake objects usually represent ingested data in its stored form. Data model objects represent modeled and standardized data that aligns more closely to business meaning. And calculated insight objects represent derived metrics or analytical outputs based on your data. So Data 360 is not just sharing raw storage-level information. It can also support sharing more refined and more useful data structures, depending on what the business needs. That flexibility is one of the reasons this model is so valuable. Naturally, the next question is this: which third-party platforms can be involved? A third-party partner in this context may include cloud-based data warehouses or data lakes such as Snowflake, Google BigQuery, and Amazon Redshift. These are major platforms that many enterprises already use for analytics, reporting, machine learning, and large-scale data operations. So when Salesforce talks about zero-copy data sharing, it is really talking about helping Data 360 work more effectively within a broader enterprise data ecosystem. That means organizations are not forced into isolated silos. Instead, they can use Data 360 as part of a larger connected architecture. Now, let's bring this back to business value. Traditional approaches to data sharing often create delays, duplicate storage, and trust issues around which data is actually current. By contrast, with BYOL and zero-copy data sharing, organizations can give external platforms access to needed data without constantly moving it around. That supports faster analytics, better consistency, lower duplication, and more reliable cross-platform decision-making. It also helps teams operate with more confidence because they are working closer to the source of truth. And from a governance perspective, that matters a lot, because modern data strategy is not just about access. It is about trusted access. Before we wrap up, let's turn this into a simple exam reminder. If you are studying this for a Salesforce certification exam, here is the key idea to remember. Traditional data sharing often depends on copies. Zero-copy data sharing focuses on direct access without moving the data. And that difference connects directly to benefits like near real-time access, reduced redundancy, fewer inconsistencies, and stronger governance. Also remember these key terms. Data sharing means sharing selected Data 360 objects with external lake or warehouse ecosystems. A data share is a collection of objects made available for sharing and querying. A data share target is the connection to the third-party partner environment. And the object types you may see mentioned include DLO, DMO, and CIO. Those are strong exam signals. So, to bring it all together, traditional methods like FTP, API-based transfers, CSV exchanges, and ETL processes can still be useful, but they often create complexity, cost, and duplicated data. Salesforce helps address these challenges through the zero-copy partner network and bring your own lake data sharing. Selected Data 360 objects can be assembled into a data share and connected to an external platform through a data share target. From there, this supports zero-copy data sharing, which means data can be shared and queried without being moved into another copied environment. And as a result, organizations get near real-time access, better accuracy, reduced redundancy, and stronger governance. If you found this lesson helpful, subscribe to CloudMind Academy for more Salesforce certification content made simple, practical, and easier to remember. And as always, keep learning, keep building, and I'll see you in the next lesson.